But how is that any different than getting into Iraq?
We could talk at length about the issues in Iraq, but I think we should learn from our mistakes and not repeat them. That's a gross error in my mind. Now we're
going into Iraq. Was a gross error?
I think that in retrospect, that was not the best choice for the use of U.S. forces. Every senior commander that I have talked to, particularly those who commanded in the pre-run-up to the war, folks on the National Security Council, there was bad information. Many countries believed that bad information, but I think at the end of the day, at least we've managed to right a very difficult situation as best we could, and we're drawing down from that. But why would we want to initiate hostilities when the commitment for not being open-ended, being short-term and focused, has already been broken by an administration whose candidate ran for election based on immediate pullout from Iraq and Afghanistan? And those of us, I was one of the 6 people that was invited to West Point with the president to watch the speech in December of 2009. I was wearing the bracelet of my classmate, Jimmy Harrison, who was the highest-ranking American killed over there, a good friend. My view on this is we're not listening to the frontline commanders. We're not listening to the frontline leaders. And we are winning every tactical fight, but the political sphere is not being addressed. What do we gain by stirring up and, frankly, arming those who would likely use those weapons against our interest in Libya? You get into a moral equivalency issue. What about Syria? What about Jordan? What about Yemen? Where do we choose to engage? There's not a rational basis to choose Libya of all places.
Because civilians are being killed in those other places?
Well, would the United States support us going into Rwanda back in the mid-1990s? No.
Well, I think that was one of the. Do you think that was one of the motivations that Secretary Clinton had for intervening this time? Because
more Christians are killed in China every year than will ever be killed in Libya. Should we declare war on the People's Republic of China? I think we get back to the question.